First, though, in Tanzania, over 80% of people do not have birth certificates according to government registrations. It is a problem prevalent in many countries in sub-Saharan Africa. Now, as the BBC's Sami Awami reports, technology, well, that may have the answer.
Making every child count. This mobile technology is said to revolutionize birth registration in Tanzania. Traditionally, birth registration has been done by hand and information stored in paper form. But this takes a long time and there is a risk of losing data. Now the hope is that this mobile phone registration will speed up the process and keep the data secure. And this is how it works. A registration officer enters the required information. The app then compiles the data into 2 text messages and sends a copy to a reserve server. The app also sends another copy to the National Central Server. Once received, a confirmation message is immediately sent back to the registration officer's mobile phone to issue a birth certificate. Most parents, especially in rural Tanzania, don't register their children because of long distances to registry offices, but also the traditional process is very complicated. Now, this technology is going to be available in many villages, but it's also going to make the process much easier. The exercise has already excited many parents here, like Esther, mother of a 2-year-old boy. She's registered her child, who has now been issued a birth certificate.
I have come today and gotten my child's certificate. But for my other child, it took such a long time to follow up for his birth certificate that we were discouraged.
The project has already been rolled out in almost half of the country's 26 regions. The government is collaborating with the United Nations Children's Funds and a local telecommunications company.
The information is sent through an SMS, meaning you do not need to have a smartphone to be able to register birth.
The goal is to get 90% of the newborns and 70% of all children under the age of 5 in the selected regions registered and issued their birth certificates by 2019. Sami Awami, BBC News, Mwanza, Tanzania.